Right now, the U.S. Embassy in Iraq is asking Americans to leave that country as soon as possible. Hours after sending that alert yesterday, a drone exploded near a hotel in Erbil. According to the Kurdistan Counterterrorism Service, the drone was one of 4 shot down by coalition forces. They say no one was hurt. A pro-Iranian Islamist militant group in Iraq has claimed responsibility for the drone attacks. Even amid headlines like that, our next guests are Americans living in the Iraqi Kurdistan region who say they plan to stay put. Michael and Kayla Coons join us now live from Iraq. Michael, Kayla, thank you so much for taking the time. Good to see you. So, Kayla, let's just talk first about what this past week has been like for you. Despite signing up for all the advisories and emergency alerts, you said you only realized something was wrong when you saw the interceptors in the sky. Just tell us what you saw and what went through your mind in those early moments.
Yes, we were having coffee on our roof that morning, as is our culture here. Yeah. And we saw the missiles in the sky. It came quite unexpectedly for us. We're obviously aware that the U.S. military isn't trying to give civilians heads up on what they're doing, but it was a surprise to see the interceptor missiles in the sky. It came as quite a surprise for us here in Erbil.
And Michael, we should make clear, the both of you live in Iraq. You're there, you want to be there, you're not stranded. So what is life like in Iraq right now, and why not leave during this heightened crisis?
Yeah, I think it's a great question. We work with an NGO here, Light a Candle, and we are able to serve Syrian refugees. That's typically what we do, and we're able to really help people. And so we think we are uniquely positioned that when all of this does settle down, that we are able to get into places of need and to serve people. And that is what we're here to do. And that is what we're going to do. We are not scared. We are going with joy, with peace. And that is our goal, is to go and serve the people in need as best as possible.
Yeah, I think it's different than some Americans and other expats who might be for tourism or might be there on government contracts. We knew what we were signing up for here to meet the needs of those who have lived in conflict their entire lives and to meet their needs.
Well, the work you're doing is so admirable. So our hats off to you for caring and thinking about others. But now, as this war is perhaps going to escalate and last for weeks to come, are you reevaluating your plans? Like, what do you have in mind, or what do you have prepared if, in fact, this does start to affect you physically?
Yeah, we definitely have a plan for exit, but we are not changing our plan. We are staying. We are planning on staying. We're not leaving. We're not afraid. We are very intentional about what we're doing with wisdom. But we definitely have a plan in place. But it is not time for that plan yet.
We've also been very impressed by the Kurdistan region's response, that every attack has been met with superior defense systems, as well as U.S. military presence here, that there haven't been the amount of casualties and injuries that one would expect from the amount of assaults that there have been. So they've done a great job protecting our region, but we're here serving people who can't leave, even if there were flights, even if there were openings to leave, that they can't leave. And so for us, we feel a commitment to those people, to the refugees that we're serving, that we're here and that we will make a plan to shelter in place as the U.S. government recommends, but that we aren't planning to leave. This is our home. These are our people.
Yeah. Light a Candle is ready to respond.
Yeah.
You mentioned the U.S. government. Michael, have you been in touch with the State Department or U.S. officials at all?
We have some connections inside of the State Department, and they have told us that while Erbil is not a hot target, if you will, obviously it is a little bit close to comfort, and it again, even if they were to say get out, we would probably still stay, because we just have this commitment to these people, to serve these people. And even if doors open for us to get into Iran, we would like to get into there and help these people, because there are innocents on both sides of this war, in Israel, in Iraq, in Iran. There's innocents everywhere. So we want to serve the innocents as best as possible.
Well, that is heartwarming to hear your dedication to those civilian lives there in the region. Please take care in the meantime of yourselves as well. Michael and Kayla Coons, thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Well, there are new signs of strain in the U.S.